Sup nerds, and welcome back to some Dwarf Fortress. We're not in post-planned today because post-planned got raided by over 100 giant agitated wren. So that was fun. Felt like I was on the defending side of Operation Barbarossa. I'm definitely not traumatized at all. But the worst part was, after an endless onslaught of an aerial menace, a black diamond quadruped that spit webs came out of the wilds and stomped on 100 dwarves' heads. It was upsetting, and the worst part was it just swam up the river. It had no eyes, it had no mouth. It was just a black diamond with legs that wanted to stomp on dwarves. And so it did. After it killed 100 dwarves, one of them finally got the common sense to hit it in the chest with a pickaxe and killed it. So that was good. And I would have kept playing the fort, but then I checked the units page, and there was another flight of giant wren coming in, ready to kick my ass. So I said I'll retire this fort for now, let it, go under AI control, see how that handles itself. And I'll start somewhere else with a different concept and see what we can come up with. Now, I'm not going to say this is a tutorial, but I will be kind of walking you through my thought process as I'm building a fort, because everybody does stuff differently, and it's fun to learn from other people, and maybe someone will pick something up from me along the way. Who knows? So welcome to Windkiss, my outpost here. When starting off Dwarf Fortress, I tend to embark carefully anymore. I didn't record or go over that because it's all preference and it's all based off what you want to do. Step one, when you're coming up with the fortress that you want to play, is conceptualize, come up with, the basic idea of the fort you want to run, any gimmicks you want, and then play off of it and work from there. Preparing carefully or embark now doesn't matter, in the long run or in the short run. One of those. It matters in one of them, but it doesn't in the other. You can figure it out. So my concept for Windkiss here, since we're in the same world as post-planned, and post-planned's world does not have any literature, is to make some literature. And I figured I'd make a whole fortress centered around nerd stuff. So I wanted to make a university, and I wanted to kind of build it into a mountain. Unfortunately, the mountain biome in this zone is pretty flat. So I am going to look around, and this is the first step, I think, for anybody trying to make a fort, is look around and figure out what the hell's going on. Figure out where you want to build and what you want to do. Now, I want to build something more on the surface, so what I'm looking at is the best real estate. And I feel like between the plateau and the small hill are the best bet. Yeah, I think that's where we'll start off. And we can set up the main fort here in the middle and have it open to the south. Courtyards with little lakes and shit. Yeah, we can make this work. Alright, so my first actual step, and this is something that I suggest all the time if you were paying attention in the Discord, if this is how you came across it, or if you're on the Dwarf Fortress subreddit and managed to come across both my posts and these videos somehow, I always start with a general stockpile, where if I'm going to start my fortress. Now initially we're going to dig downwards, so I'm not going to taint where we want to build the fort itself later. So we'll build our steps over here somewhere, which means I'll put our generic stockpile right there. Now this is just a generic stockpile used to, it'd be helpful if I actually approved of it. Now it's just a generic stockpile. I'll give it to all, and as we progress and spread out with placing workshops and stockpiles elsewhere, we'll go to customize and we'll cut down on what this stockpile holds, and it acts as a checklist for what I have and haven't done yet. So I find it kind of handy. Now we're going to look at our units and see what jobs we can do, and I will start setting up some basic labors as well. Now, one of the other things I like to do when I start off, because I love to front load the boring stuff so that I have to do it when I die 10 minutes into the game, is to set up specific work details. As you can see, I'm going to have a lot of work ahead of me. I'm going to cut most of that out for you. Alright, and here's the full list. There you go. Fancy. Say hi, mister. Anyway, we're going to figure out where we're going to dig now. Oh, I figure we've got some lemonite here, rock salt. This is the mountain biome here, so can't hurt to dig there. What we're gonna do is dig stairs like badasses. We're going to dig down about 10 Z levels. And I think we are actually going to play the game and see what happens. Oh, right, we should also assign some wood to get cut down. Alright, we unpaused. There we go. What are you doing? Okay, I guess since there's no such thing as a fishing job, right. I forgot to do that about the laborers. Very important when you go through and set your billion random labors. If you don't want everybody to just start doing everything, make sure you set only select to do that to jobs that aren't assigned to anybody yet, or else it's just going to go to everybody, and then everybody's going to do it. And dwarves don't know how to prioritize anything, so we will make sure that they don't do everything. Because as you can see, until somebody is assigned, I'll show you here. Beep boop, beep boop. See, paying attention up there? See that? Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. So until you select somebody, it defaults to everybody can do the job. So you just gotta click, only selected can do this, so that only selected people can do something. Okay, now we should be good. Everyone's gonna fish their first fish, and then they should drop it, right? Well, at least everyone's bonding, you know? It's nice. Day 1, we fished. Day 2, our asses actually went to work. So what I'll do here is I'll make sure we set our miners also, something else to remember, to only do their jobs. So sometimes you'll want people to make sure they do their tasks, especially miners early on. You want to lock in their jobs. Now we're going to build some workshops because we have some blocks available. Alright, something else you should probably do almost immediately is your animal pasture. So just select a big ass area. This will serve me for just about the whole game. But I mean, I will have to move this once we start actually building the nerd huts. But until then, this is where the animals are gonna live. So we'll just assign everything that isn't a dog or cat, and there we go. Yeah. Oof. That poor cow. And then while we're here, inside of this area, we want to build our nest boxes that we have. Because I brought some along because I had some turkeys. Okay, carpenter's is built. Pause for a second just so I can get some more workshops down. Let's see, what workshops do we need? Get a bowyer. Let's get a still up for now. We will need a carpenter. My voice cracked. We already got a carpenter. That's why my voice cracked, it was telling me. Let's see, we'll throw down some crafts. We'll throw down 2 of these. We will throw down a couple stone workers, a mechanic, a kitchen, a butcher, and a leather tanner dude's place for now. There you go, that should hold us over for the time being. Cool, we're still digging down. Awesome. Now, as with post-planned, as is right, all 7 dwarves here do rightfully praise Sobir. So I'm hoping a lot of the things we write are going to be about how great freedom is. Okay, so instead of hauling stuff from the wagon, they're just hauling up stones. So what I'm going to do immediately here is tell them that we do not want to put stones in the stockpile. That should keep them from hauling bullshit from the hole. Alright, we've got a nice mixture of different materials here. We'll just start digging and see what we do. But before we start digging, I'm going to see if there's any animals. Yeah, we've got some animals. Oh, it's nice seeing an animal that's normal size that doesn't want to pick up my dwarves and eat their brains. Cute. Anyway, let's continue. And you know what we also want to do? We should also build farms. Build a couple on the surface here. There we go. And once those get built, we'll start farming some shit on one of the smaller ones. Set some stuff to gather. That should be some nice plants to start brewing with and start setting up our own farms. Gonna order a bunch of beds made. It's usually my first thing, because everyone loves beds. Everyone needs beds. Oh, we need logs first. That would help. Yeah, I get it. Well, let's cancel those. Woodworker, what are you doing? You are stockpile storing. Let's not do that. Let's start cutting some wood. Alright, let's start digging out some more stuff. Let's see where to start. Well, we've got a bunch of magnetite at the bottom, so might as well start down there. So we will have a little basic fort underground here for a little bit. Now it hurts me making rooms this small because I like to go by the full 3x3, but I don't plan on this being permanent housing. So, you know, I shouldn't feel too bad, right? I'm not going to be over spoiling the dwarves because I'm going to be spoiling them later. I feel like it'll be fine. Alright, so here's the basic, you know, just small fort right here. Little bedrooms are going to go up here. Food and food stockpile, dining room, workshops, and all the stockpiles for the workshops are going to go here. And that should be it. A good, solid, basic start. Oh, pro tip for if you got a smooth brain like me. If you're actually trying to breed your birds, go to the next nest box when you see them laying their eggs, and actually forbid them. That way your dwarves don't haul them off and turn them into food. You can actually hatch some more of them motherfuckers. Turkeys are a great choice because you get a nice amount of leather, bones, and meat off of their bodies when you butcher them, and they lay a good bit of eggs. So you can get a good stockpile of food just off of those idiots. What I think I will do is actually knock down this whole section here. Oh, that was my throat gurgling. But we're going to knock off this little hill here. Give ourselves a little bit more space to have some surface expansion. I kind of want to keep this little land feature though. Now, unlike most of my forts, I'm not going to be utilizing natural waterways, really. You know, which is unusual for me because I'm often built around the things. So, my last fort, for instance, was, you know, the damn fort. Apologies again because I'm still not feeling 100%. So, if the video is a little disjointed and if I'm sounding a little off, I'm a little stuffy and sniffly, it's because of that. We're getting a lot of ruby down here. Alright, cool, they're hauling shit that actually matters. Nice, most everything is over there now. So I did start off with a bunch of granite blocks because I figured I didn't know what the terrain was going to look like if I needed to throw up some walls right away. I could throw up walls right away. Ooh, star ruby, fuck yeah. Nice. We're digging out that ruby cluster, obviously. Come on now. Not going to pass that up. We're not turning that into a smooth wall for our dining room. That's a waste. Oh, right. Something else to start doing. Setting up the nobles. So the ones we can set up immediately, we have a medical dwarf that I started off with. So we can slot that right in. They're also someone we gave managerial skill to. And our broker. And our bookkeeper. Huh. This poor idiot is our only important person. Which actually makes it easy for us because anything they need just gets thrown all together on them. Fantastic. They get the first bedroom. Start preparing easy meals. And another thing to keep note of is going into your laborers, going into your kitchens, making sure you're not cooking your plump helmets or anything else that can give you seeds, because if you cook it, you cook the seeds. If your dwarves eat it raw or if they brew it, they keep the seeds so you can plant shit later. So yeah, it's always important to do that, and it's also important to make sure they're not cooking your booze. Yeah, so make sure that's also clicked off, unless you've got a whole fuck ton of booze and you can use it for like stews or whatever. Go ahead. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm not prioritizing anything right now. I'm not in any rush to get stuff done in a specific order. The first few months of my games are usually pretty chill, as long as there's nothing that comes in and tries to kill me. I should also have doors getting made, shouldn't I? Once we have an office for our idiot. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, what? Oh man. Oh, what's all connected? Oh, what did I just come across? Why? Why does Dwarf Fortress do this to me? Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, I'm afraid to check units. Oh. Well, this is neat. Oh, this is actually very cool. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, do I have one of those fucking neat ass splits for underground biomes? Oh, this is cool. This might actually be neat. This is not though. Oh god, is that a magma vent all the way to the... What the fuck is going on? That's just magma pool in a cavern. No big deal. No big deal, no big deal, no big deal. Yeah, no biggie. Nothing, no problem. Yeah, we'll just stop digging on this floor, move it up a couple. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this never happened. Yeah. So anyway, Let's start digging up here and set up a little fortress for our guys underground. That way they have somewhere to live while we work on the surface. Everything's going according to plan. Okay, here we are. First design for our fort ever. Perfect. It looks amazing. Let's get to it, miner guys. And let's get to No, don't sleep there, you idiots. Why are you sleeping there? Oh, if you do get Cask of Amontillado, at least you can dig yourselves out, but that's gonna be stupid, you idiots. Well, let's check our units page. Nothing scary underground, actually. Okay, interesting. But we want to wall it off anyway because we're not psychopaths. Okay, they're out. So they should not be walled off when somebody goes and walls that off. This magma pool is enticing. I might want to build myself up down here at some point and get some magma forges going. That might be some easy metal works. Not might, that is some easy metal works. Then I can actually use all that surface wood for decoration and building. Sure, it'll burn when a dragon comes by and murders everything, but that's half the fun. I'm gonna have them stop collecting wood at the stockpile too. That way we stop, collecting wood at the stockpile. Stone and wood are two of the things that I feel are safest to just automatically take off of that thing because they're your two most basic resources. If you realize you're running low on them, so for some reason, you can always fix it pretty easy. Unless you're in a place where you can't, like with wood. But stone, anyway, you should be able to replace pretty easy no matter where you're at. Hey, hell, wood too, just go to the caverns, you pussy. Okay, things are looking good. We don't have any seeds for our surface plots yet. We'll see how that goes. Ooh, blue jade. Nice. I do like me some gems. Take the woodcutter off of solely woodcutting for now, because we've got enough wood for the time being. If they want to multitask, they can. That's not going to hurt us too well for now. And yeah, there we go. We walled it off. No bad guys coming in our house. Bitches. We almost dug straight down into the fucking caverns, didn't we? Yep. Yeah, I figure the first video for this fort will go for, to the end of the year. And then, from then on, we'll divide shit up based on like a year or something. But that way you get a nice experience of my fort and the shenanigans I get up to. And we can disassemble the wagon now. And then once the dining hall's dug out, we will make that our meeting area. Then everyone's going to be happy. In fact, what I can do right now is set this to priority 1. And that'll put both dwarves to dig in it. If you didn't catch what I did there, there's this little arrow key here, or this little arrow button. You can hear me clicking it. So if you're blind and you're watching this right now, if you hear what I'm clicking, that's the button you're supposed to click. And then there's buttons for setting priority. Higher is, higher or lower. I had that backwards, and I don't know why I was saying it like that. Lower is higher priority, which actually hurts my brain a little bit, but it makes sense because 1 is first. God, numbers suck. Anyway, this is going to be our temporary little meeting dining hall, right where we planned it the first time. We've got some more plants that we should be brewing. That's good. Yeah, we can cook acorns. So a nice thing to do early on and to maintain throughout the whole thing is to set up a work order for barrels. So you want to hit U for your menu of shit and go to work orders, or you can hit O to go straight to work orders if you're smart and pay attention to things, unlike me. But if you're a smooth brain, do what I do, and then click on this. Wood. Nope. Wooden. Barrel. God, I can't spell for shit. Wooden barrel. And then set it to amount of empty barrels less than 10. So if barrels are getting filled up by booze, which is exactly why we're setting this up the way it is, it'll make sure there's always empty barrels to make more booze. Empty barrels less than 10, then we will make 10. And then we can set it to check however often we want. We'll keep it checked daily. It's fine for me for now. I don't care. Later on, we'll increase the number of barrels getting made. We'll decrease the amount of times it gets checked until we find a nice balance. But for beginning fortress, it's absolutely fine to just do whatever works, bare minimum. Now that we've got those barrels ordered, we can also... Guess we can't. Alright, the barrels actually need to get made first. That would work. Oh shit, an empty barrel. Alright, now we're gonna start getting seeds. Uh-oh. Oh, they're in the mountain biome. Right, you can't grow shit in a mountain biome. Clap my hands, snap my fingers. This is a learning situation right here. So you can't grow fucking plants in a mountain biome like that. Not the edible ones. So we're just gonna destroy these. Half of you are probably laughing at me right now, because I'm dumb. But I'm learning after 15 years, Workshops, farming, set up our farms in the good zone that is a forest and not mountains. Nerd school needs a little botany garden, right? Actually, let's be fucking in character about this. Let's set up some little gardens here. Oh yeah, we'll just have a few little plots there right now. See if we can actually grow stuff over here. Look at these dickheads. Is that a little smiley face? Looks like a smiley face. I love those guys. We're not making barrels fast enough. That's fine. We'll let our barrel guy throw some barrels out there for barrel doing. Alright, yeah, here we go. Okay. Now, because Dwarf Fortress doesn't care about seasons for above ground crops unless you use the mod, that changes that. We will just assign everything a specific crop. And remember to just periodically check the kitchen, update the labor order permission things, and you'll be good to go. Unless you're not good to go. But I can't help you then. Sometimes when you're like me, you'll just be staring at the screen for however long with the game paused and not realize it's paused. Don't be like that. Or do. You know, I can't stop you. Alright, we've got our little meeting area we're going to set up here. Boop. There we go. So at least our dwarves will hang out underground now. Dwarf Fortress is chill, man. There's nothing stressful about this at all. Especially not 100 giant birds. It's something else I should be doing, is making mugs. We'll just pop 10 of those out real quick. Why are you sad, buddy? You don't like being outside. Oh, it's just general new Embark shit disappointing you. Alright, we can deal with that. Let's also get some work orders for rock tables and rock thrones in. That way we can get our dining room set up as soon as we get those done. I'll stop the booze work order once we get... work order. I'll stop the booze work order once we get another 100 or so booze. Ew. That's the workshop area complete. That's good. This will be where food storage is. Nice, we got all those fucking poults. That's what, 13 of them? Oh yeah. Those should mature within a year. Or I think they take a year to mature. And then we will have 13 fully grown turkeys to feed the fortress with. And from then on, Thanksgiving every year. Gonna be fantastic. 13 turkeys for 200 people at max pop. We can make it work. Not everyone's gonna want turkey anyway. Turkey's pretty mid at best. Let's get some beds in. That should improve some moods. I think we can stop the booze orders for now. Let our barrels sit and chill and let our dudes do some other work. Should be alright. Ooh, rock cluster, crystal dudes. Boop. Let's set shit to normal priority now. Yeah, because, we got our bedrooms built. We got 10 of them. That's fine. I'll just build some doors. We don't have doors yet. Why is nobody building doors? Oh, they're digging. Alright, it's time to start building some workshops down here. Alright, so what I did while my dang vent was going was I also set up a food stockpile here. We're going to jump to the surface, and we're going to customize this stockpile so that it no longer carries any food. There we go. And then I just keep doing that. Stockpile eventually whittles down while everything else moves to safer spots, and I keep track of what I'm doing. It's a win-win for my stupid smooth brain. Now that we've got a still down in the fort, we can delete this one. We can also get rid of this kitchen because we're not using it. And there we have it. End of the first, 6 weeks of the fortress. It's one of the quirks of starting a fort in an already running world. There we go, first of granite, year 12. We'll stop here. Crack my back a little bit. Do a little stretching. Because this was a long play session for me with all the tedious bullshit. So hopefully that should cut down nice and short for yous. And then the next couple videos we'll watch as this fort evolves, and hopefully that's a lot of fun. But until then, hopefully you all stay healthy and good and whatnot. Or don't. I'm not your boss. But have a good one, dickheads.